When my children were young, there were times when I would look at other families who were dealing with a special need and wonder if they were going through the same things we were. Over the years, what I've come to realize is that while each of us as parents may be dealing with different issues related to a diagnosis, there are things that we all share in common. Some of these things, like trying to raise our children well, having a good marriage, issues of faith, or even finding a church that understands our unique challenges, are things that we all share. And these are things that I believe we can learn about from each other. That's why we created our Parent Project. We're interviewing parents of children and adults with special needs and asking them questions about their family, their marriage, and other subjects to help us all learn from the wealth of knowledge that we all have together. Let me share some examples of a few friends of mine as they talk about their faith and what their experiences have taught them.
My life here is the closest to hell that I will get. It's not about what I get to do or what I have to do here.
Growing up in the faith that I grew up, if something like this came along, it was because there was a sin in your life, and this was God's punishment for that sin.
Because the disabilities were hidden, that in order for them to truly fulfill their destinies, they had to be healed. That's obvious if the disability is overt, that's not right. It was a subconscious belief. I didn't realize I had that belief.
I do think that that particular period in time was a time for me to deepen my faith, because I had to be the one that stood in the gap for the first time in our relationship. While he was angry and throwing things at God, I was digging in deeper.
It was something that I never thought that I would have to deal with, putting that much trust. You never think about putting that much trust in God. Your child's life, trusting. And that, I don't know before that point with the other kids if I had ever really put that much trust in God with my children's lives. And that was, challenging.
If God can look at his son and watch his son experience everything that his son experienced, then I can do this.
We're working to continue interviewing more parents and create a topical series which we can share with parents like us who are trying to navigate their world. We hope that you will join us in support of this effort. We're working to raise $5,000 to complete the project and produce a study which can be shared with groups or viewed online. Please join us by supporting these families by clicking on the donate button below.